And then you know what? So in my years in the mining space and supervising, and I've worked at almost every role
Yeah.
within the mining, and that's exactly it. Is that we're left there, and imagine like it's midnight on a night shift. Everybody that's there to support you is gone for the evening,
Yep.
and you've got to make some critical decisions with whatever information you have in your hand, and maybe the pile of paper that you got at the beginning of shift fell in a puddle, and
Yeah.
you don't have access to it. So I could see the definite value in gearing up the front line so that the decision making process is a little bit more informed,
Yeah.
right? And that we don't have any shortcomings in between shifts, mostly in the scheduling part. So something that you hear a lot probably from the front line is that they don't understand what goes on in a day to day. It's chaotic. There's all kinds of things happening. We can't keep this schedule up. So maybe we can unpack on that. Have you seen some successes with the front line with that in that regard?
Definitely. So the one of the apps that we made, one of the first apps that we made was a digital plot, so like data entry, and I don't like doing data entry, and I assume that most people don't.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to make sure that it did more than just that. And so we said, okay, if I'm an operator, what are the things that I need to do my job better? And we're like, right, I need a shift plan. I want to know what everyone else is doing because I don't work by myself. I want maps. I can go get maps, but they're often out of date or they're muddy. As you pointed out,
Yeah.
I want like a set of maps with me in my pocket. I want to know where everyone else is. I want to have a dashboard that has all the latest driving layouts. I want to have all the information I need with me, and then I can then make good decisions because I want to know, I want to be able to follow things. I want to know when the jumbo is pulling out of a heading so that I know that it's now ready for charging and I can get in there. Or I can say, oh, he's broken down. I'm going to go for lunch now. I want to know all that information, have all that in the pocket. And so the first site that I went to, we had the theory, like, let's make it cool. And the first site I went to after we built it, I went underground, and I think it was a night shift with the supervisor. And I think we'd been underground maybe 3 hours, and it got him out of trouble 5 times. It was like he could check what the day shift had done, where the cable water was. He was able to look up the map and go, well, have they taken that turnout cut yet or not? Mm-hmm. And it was really helpful. Like, it was really satisfying to see, okay, well, this is not just a theory. It actually makes a difference. And so, yeah, it definitely is what we saw straight up.
Oh, no, I mean, and it's resonating so hard because it's also a cultural transformation, if you will, because I mean, most digital transformations are a cultural transformation. But when you think about, the methodologies of produce at all costs, right? Because we need to get that production, and now we're shifting into produce at no cost because now you're being a lot more efficient in your decision-making abilities. And you're putting equipment, people, and processes in order so that, yes, you may have won today, but if you tumble the next 4 shifts, nobody's winning, right?
Well, sometimes you're actually better off making a decision that doesn't win today. For example, I want to take this cut over that cut because the diamond drillers are going in there. And if we don't get the diamond drillers in there, then we're going to have stand down rates. And often it's not really clear to the person underground at night with these muddy map that why the certain decisions have been made. And we wanted to give them the tools to see, okay, I understand why we're doing this and it's for the greater good, and I'm going to get my bonus because as a crew, we're going to perform better if this shift is not perfect, but I know we've made a good choice. So it's making that, having the information to do those good calls.